Hello, sweet friends, and welcome to our Anne's Clubhouse subscription box unboxing powered by Virtual Doll Convention for the month of November. We have a wonderful treat for you, and since it is getting a little bit cold outside and I have actually been doing a little bit more baking and cooking in my house, this box really hits the spot for everything that we are going to be doing during the month of November, and I absolutely love it. So we are going to dive in and find out all about the wonderful things and the great adventure that you are going to go on for this month's box with your Anne dolls and your Grace doll, and hear about Tamara Casey's pattern of the month. So let's get started. Our outfit of the month is our Sweet Siblings Baker's outfit, and it is so dang cute. The paper doll that Diana Viding made says Pops and Pinafores. But what this dress outfit includes is this beautiful pink dress that has a really light, kind of muted checkerboard print on the fabric, which is really hard to find, and I think it is so dang cute. And then we have a removable apron with red rickrack trim. So this apron, whether you wear it with this dress or with another outfit, is going to take you and give you a lot of mileage during the holidays for all of your baking and cozy times with your Grace and your Anne dolls. And it is adorable. And the thing that really brings it home, so if you have a lot of baking dolls, of course, with our Wild Fashion subscription, with our chocolatier outfit, Elowen had a baking hat, but also Anne has a monogrammed baking hat. And this one is a little bit more upscale, chef's hat, because it's embroidered. So this is like really cool. We weren't expecting that, but the factory did that, and it is just adorable. So you're getting this three-piece set inside your box, which the pink dress is a standalone dress. It is absolutely adorable and fully lined. Christopher styled them over here so you can see how sweet our Anne doll looks, and it has an adorable white collar and it fits her just beautifully. So you can get a lot of different looks with this outfit. Like I said, the pink outfit by itself looks absolutely adorable. You can add the apron, which the rickrack trim, we went over the trim a few times. We had just plain trim, and then we went back to the factory and said, no, we really do need rickrack. I hope you can find it. And then they did find it. And then the adorable and embroidered chef's hat. So you can use these pieces in a lot of different ways, but of course together you have your Sweet Sibling Baker set, and it is fun. So let's get into the fun things that are inside this box. So as soon as you open your box, you're going to find your welcome letter, which was so beautiful. Diana Viding did a wonderful job putting this together, as she always does. She just always brings the vibe straight home. But right on the welcome letter, you can see our sweet inspiration for this outfit. So we have a sweet little mama there and a child sitting on a stool. And this was probably in a Sears catalog, but I absolutely fell in love with it and thought it would be such a wonderful thing for our Anne Fitzpatrick subscription box outfit for November. So we have our inspiration, and then there you can see in the other image that Diana Viding drew is Grace and Anne reading out of their cookbook in their matching outfits. It is just out of a dream. Could you imagine cooking and making all these wonderful pies and all of these things with your sister in matching outfits in monogram chef's hats? That kind of thing is something that is out of a storybook. It is out of our imagination and maybe in our wildest dreams. And that's why it is so much fun to experience it through our dolls. It is such a dream to be able to do this and bring these stories and this imagination to life. And that's what we do in the boxes. So to really bring it to life, you are receiving a full-size, easy as pie Pops cookbook. So the shipping on our boxes is going to be a little expensive this month. I already knew that when I ordered them, but even when I received these books, they were still bigger than I thought. I have a wonderful publisher who has different themes, and I can buy things in bulk for our boxes, and so you are receiving the entire cookbook. So cute, delicious, and fun mini desserts for every occasion. I've never made a pie pop, but I adore the cake pops that you can get at Starbucks. Those are really good. And I'm sure that these are way better because they're homemade and they're different pie flavors. So you're receiving this full-size cookbook. Whether you make the pies or not, I hope that you do. And when you do, I hope you post it and tell us all about it. But there's all different flavors in here. But even if you don't make them, cookbooks are fun to read. I like to read them and I like to look at the pictures, and it makes me feel all cozy, almost like I did it, even though I did not. I have a little library of cookbooks at my house, and it makes me feel like I'm almost an adult, where I have, oh, I'm going to cook out of this cookbook someday. And maybe I've done it a few times, but you know, it's fun. So you get to add this to your library. Isn't that fun? So you're receiving this entire cookbook at a $20 value. I didn't pay $20. My friends over at this publishing house, which I've been working with for many, many years, give me very good deals because I buy in bulk. So that's always a good thing for us on the subscription, because we get to have special treats. So you're receiving this full cookbook, and I could not be more excited about it. Your paper doll of the month is so sweet. We have our Ann Fitzpatrick, and it says Pie, Pops and Pinafores. And there she is with a cherry pie and her checkerboard dress. She's wearing some red shorts and a little cutie t-shirt. Now she is pictured with some red shoes, which are adorable. But we don't have red shoes for this month. She looks really cute in this outfit in a variety of shoes that we have put out. But I'm going to tell you a little secret right here. Your box for December includes shoes inside the box, and those shoes will look so cute with this outfit. So you can look forward to a special treat of shoes in next month's box for December that look really cute with this. But in the meantime, there's a lot of shoes already in your closet that'll look really cute with this that you already own. So we have that. And then the story is really fun. We're not going to read the whole story, but basically the gist of it is that on a crisp November morning, Grace and Ann discover a flyer for the annual Maple Hollow Harvest Festival baking competition pinned to the bulletin board at the town square. And the theme for this year was Creative Pie Pops. And Grace knew right away that this was the perfect opportunity for the sisters to shine. Ann's eyes lit up with excitement when Grace suggested that they enter the baking competition. And so the two sisters wasted no time in slipping in their matching sweet siblings bakers outfits and getting busy. So, and then the story, it goes on, and it is so sweet. And it talks about how they spilled some on the floor, some of the baking material, and Grace gently reminded Ann that sometimes the sweetest successes come from a little bit of mess, and they worked together to clean it up and whipped up a fresh batch. I mean, it is so sweet. So the next day in the story, Grace and Ann bring their pie pops to the festival, and they are wearing their matching green gingham outfits, which have already been released, which are in your closet, hopefully, and that's what they wear to the festival. But when they're baking, this is what they wear. So, so, so sweet. What I love about this is that the outfit also is going to, I can see our Ann dolls and our Grace dolls wearing this all year in a lot of different capacities. This would be really, really cute on Valentine's Day, but also for the holidays. It's just so adorable. So another thing that our wonderful Diana Vining made is a craft card that is Ann and Grace Baking Memories. So there's a pie pop box, and it says Ann's Clubhouse on it. And then there's some cute little hand-drawn pie pops that you can put inside. And then there's also a miniature version of the full-size cookbook that Ann can use. So you can take a picture with your cookbook and then cut out this one, and Ann will have a cookbook that is her size. So it adds again to the fun and the imaginary play that everything that is inside this box. And then the last thing you are receiving is a pot holder, so you can pull your pie pops out of the oven and not burn your hand, because we know that you don't have any pot holders at home. I'm just kidding, but it's fun to have another one. You can never have too many, for sure. So this is such a fun box. Now, the thing that we always love to do during our subscription season is sew, or at least watch Tamara Casey sew, or hire other people to sew for us, or just enjoy seeing everyone else's. But the sewing part is always so much fun. And Tamara Casey made an adorable pattern for Ann. It is called Pumpkin Spice, which I know that Christopher is very excited for the start of pumpkin spice season, which is officially underway. And so am I. Pumpkin spice is one of the most yummy things in the world, I think, to eat, truly. And being in November and having a pumpkin spice latte, it's everything. But as I get off into the weeds on how much we love pumpkin spice, let's bring in Tamara Casey and hear all about her pattern.
Just post-Halloween begins a wonderful season surrounded by friends, friendsgivings, and family gatherings. After completing the pattern of the month, I went straight to work to figure out a clever name. Give thanks and gratitude and thankfulness were a couple of the ideas that came to mind, but nothing really landed. And then it hit me. Pumpkin spice. Those two words conjure up fall and the warm and fuzzy feelings associated with it. You may not know we have Starbucks to thank for the pumpkin spice in our lives. They introduced the first pumpkin spice latte in 2003. At the time, they had no idea what they'd actually stumbled upon. And to date, Americans spend over $500 million a year on pumpkin spice products. But let's get back to the pattern. The pumpkin spice pattern features a sweet festive dress with delicate tulip sleeves, a wide collar, a ruffled underskirt, and an overskirt with a split in the front, revealing a dash of color below. To kick off the season, I suggest you grab that pattern, your favorite pumpkin spice latte, some festive fall fabrics, and a little bit of imagination. I hope November finds you surrounded by all your favorite family and friends. I hope you find yourself using your pumpkin spice pattern many, many times, and I can't wait to see what you make.
Thank you so much, Tamara Casey of Designs by Jude. We had such a wonderful time with Tamara Casey out here in Denver. It was so much fun. We just put out a blog for Tamara Casey too, so you can see all the wonderful things that she is up to. On her website, she just doesn't have patterns. She has wigs, she sometimes has shoes, she has accessories, she has sewing notions, she has fabric. There's all kinds of wonderful things on Tamara's site, so if you want to check that out, it's the Fletcher Pattern Company, and we have a link in this video, as always, to her site. So thank you so much, Tamara Casey, for sponsoring another wonderful pattern for the Ann Fitzpatrick subscription. So now we're going to bring in Christopher to chat fashion. So we have a couple of fun things that are happening. We are going to show you the companion dress to this, the Grace version, which has been on a special this week for our subscribers who want to buy it sight unseen, which I know you're going to love it. And then we also have a couple of the Ann Dorothy. I'm looking at them because they're so dang cute. The Ann Dorothy dolls that Robert Tonner made for the UFDC convention. We got our hands on a little batch of them. So those are also for sale as well. So come on in, Christopher, and let's talk fashion. Hi, Christopher.
Hello, hello.
So when you were putting together this outfit and ironing it, what were your first impressions?
Well, first of all, how much I love the fabric. This dress as a piece just by itself is really beautiful. We have so little in this sort of like bright, punchy salmon for any VDC dolls, and so I am so excited to have a little bit more of that, both in Ann's wardrobe, but also just like as a color palette. You know, if you are someone that enjoys collecting or enjoys fashion or maybe a little bit of both, maybe every once in a while you like to walk past your wardrobe, your closet, and just admire the things in it. And this, I think, actually adds so much for that, you know, that quality to a wardrobe. Like looking at it in like its full scale. Maybe you're one of those like nutcases like I am that would, you know, in my spare time love to like color coordinate my closet. And this would be such a beautiful addition to a displayed sort of collection of clothes. But the fabric is really phenomenal. It feels so luxurious. It just feels like rich, you know what I mean? It's a really nice, thick, soft, lovely texture, and it actually has a really subtle sheen to it as well. So it looks just very, very, very rich. It's really beautiful. I love that little collar, and the check print is very subtle, but in a way that adds dimension and depth to the garment without being distracting. I think it really supplements it. You've got a great little detail at the hem of the dress and sort of a ruffle at the bottom. It's so pretty. And actually, I felt sort of silly as a Barbie nerd as we were sort of preparing for this, because I have a set of Barbie Q at home where she's in an apron with a sort of a salmon pink dress, and she's got utensils and a chef hat. It didn't even cross my mind how similar these were, because we actually used a different inspiration photo for this outfit. And we recently did a video with Ian where he was showing off dolls and had his own doll in there. And sort of a silly, you know, maybe perhaps the inspiration photo pattern that we used was distributed or released at a similar time as, you know, 59, 60, 61 perhaps. So if you are a Barbie collector like I am, and one of my favorite pieces is barbecue, maybe now you have an excuse to have a matching set with Barbie and Grace and Anne. I think, well, and I will also offer, Barbie doesn't have a custom hat, and she doesn't have Rick Rack. And I think actually, as silly as it is, one of the pieces to me that really brings this home is the detail of the Rick Rack lining. It's so cute, and it allows you too to add in more color, both like I did here with a hair bow, if you wanted to go sort of obvious and directly call back to a specific color like red, or if you wanted to play with other complementary contrasting colors. Just the white and salmon would be nice, but I think the red Rick Rack gives so much extra, both character and fun to it. If you enjoy mixing and matching, and if maybe one of your favorite parts of being on the subscription is dressing and redressing and styling dolls, I think this is a really fun way to do that. Not to mention, the whole dress is fully lined. It's such a really luxurious dress for Anne, and I think is the nicest garment we have released for her so far. Like, to date, for the subscription, this dress is so beautiful. Of course, like so many things, I would say it benefits from a little pressing, a little ironing, but this one is really worth it. It's not that it's desperate for an ironing, like it still looks really nice out of its package, but consider taking 10 minutes to, put on one of our videos maybe and press out that dress while you wait, because the display is the whole thing for me, and it is so beautiful when you give it some attention. But speaking of matching set for Anne and Grace, we have a companion piece for her over here. So again, you can see the same print, the same fabric, the same pattern, all fitted for Grace's body. And this dress on her, I think, is just beautiful. I think that that balloon of volume is so gorgeous. There are no crinolines used in this set. No crinolines were harmed in the staging of this set today. It's just the shape of the dress, and even the lining doesn't give it any volume. That's just the sort of gusseted waist. It's really phenomenal, and it fits nicely. The zipper is great. It's just a really sort of soft, silky, satiny texture. That very subtle sheen, I think, really gives it so much extra life. Easy to pair with any shade of shoe. I opted for white a couple times today because I think that's sort of a nice bookending with the collar, so you can sort of sandwich the outfit in a little pop of white. And then of course you can see that Grace also has her own embroidered custom hat there, and you can wear this with any pair of shoes. And sort of referencing our November subscription from last year for Elowen, we did some baking at VDC last year as well. So if you want to bring out that mixing bowl, maybe you were on the subscription there, or if you wanted to play with the oven mitts and pot holders that are actually still in the boutique, we have a couple of these pink sets left over that will just about match the one that you're getting in your box today. So you can have matchy, twofold. Very, very cute. I just think this outfit is so charming, and the two of them together, it's just, I don't know, I think it's really adorable. So if you have not already gotten an Anne doll or a Grace doll or both, consider taking the leap, especially considering that we have some openings for Anne right now. And I know that there's a lot of buzz and excitement around the Grace subscription. I can't imagine why. It's only the coolest thing we've ever done. It's fine. Stay tuned for that because it's going to be really phenomenal. And in the meantime, until that releases, you can scratch your itch with another Anne opportunity with Dorothy. So this is a really lovely contribution to the Anne universe through the lens of the Wizard of Oz. Robert did this and a beautiful interpretation of Glinda, the UFDC in August? Was that this?
July.
July of this year. It was really lovely, and these were the centerpieces, and we actually still had a couple just sort of sitting over at the end somehow. I don't know how you leave Dorothy behind, but I will gladly take up that burden. She's got a beautiful little sequin red ruby slipper and some light lace tights. There's a great little crinoline underneath here, and she's got these really adorable, almost like lonely goat herd German braided twists and some curls. She's very cute. We have these in shop now. We'll be listing them for you to purchase. I think she's a little lovely holiday doll. I know that a lot of people have a relationship with the movie, The Wizard of Oz, that is like a holiday movie. I don't think of it that way. I guess it's a Christmas movie, but I think of it as like any time of year movie. If you're somebody that watches it every Christmas, you can have a new companion to enjoy it with you with Anne this year. And I'm nothing if not a giant fan of The Wizard of Oz and dolls and being nerdy about both of those things. So maybe harness the spirit of me while you're while you're enjoying your holiday season, baking pie pops. I've never had a pie pop. I love a cake pop, as you'd mentioned, but I know nothing about these pie pops. So if you embark on your cookbook journey and find that one of these is really remarkable, please let us know, because I would actually love to try my hand at baking these and see how they are, if they're any good. But in the meantime, ramble, enjoy this beautiful dress. It's so beautiful. I can't say enough nice things about it. I think it's really lovely to have something sort of romantic and dreamlike for Anne to be in that is fantastical in a similar way that we've done already, but believable and contemporary in its own right. And I think lovely is such a great adjective for it. It's a lovely dress. So dress it with any shoes you like, play with accessories or don't, be boring, I don't care. Enjoy your box and enjoy your unboxing and your pie pops, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Christopher. Bye. Well, there you have it. That is our wonderful box for November. I hope that you love every part of it. I hope that this cookbook is something that you enjoy thumbing through. I hope that this whole box just gives you good memories and good feels. One of the things about our dolls that I think is really important is that with our dolls by our side, they help us move authentically through our lives. And when we can enjoy and have these experiences through our dolls, it really makes our lives so much richer and so much more fulfilling. And so these subscription boxes to your doorstep every month, I feel really help you with that. And I hope that you feel that way too, because that's what we're really aiming for, is for you to have a wonderful experience, something that brings back really good memories and creates new memories, and something that you can share just with yourself or with anyone in your family, or, you know, however you want to share it. And so it is something that we take so seriously here. It churns the wheels. It is one of my favorite things that I have ever done in my career. And I want to thank you so much for being a subscriber and being a part of this journey. If you are interested in joining the Anne Fitzpatrick subscription, we have a very few number of spaces, I think 2 or 3, and just shoot us an email so we can either get you on this month or get you on soon. If somebody drops out, then that opens up another spot. So this has been sold out for the last several months, but if you are interested, then let us know so we can always let you know. So thank you so much to everybody. We hope you enjoy our Anne Fitzpatrick box of the month. I think it is just so cozy and so much fun. And let me know if you have a pumpkin spice latte. I kind of went crazy thinking about those, but now it's all I can think about. So we hope you enjoy, and thank you so much. Bye.